We don't even need to waste no time. You dig? Word up. Word. Let's go ahead and do this. Should goatee straight. Forehead not shiny. Word. Alright, let's go ahead and make this ting album, yeah? Alright. Y'all ready? Let's do it. And welcome back to another dope session of HOODIES the podcast. I'm the host, the God Rashidi, coming at you live from the Skill Suite. Well, maybe not so live, but we coming at you. You dig? Listen, man. Real quick, right? If you're not in the books and you're not really feeling people who read and discuss books, then you should go ahead and click off. This probably ain't for you, man. Alright? I ain't gonna hold it against you. Peace. We'll talk another time. For the rest of you, if you're still here, go ahead and rock out with me real quick then, alright? Check it. The last book I read was called Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty, which gave me an inkling into what some monks think, right? And how some monks move and the plight of some monks. I found it to be pretty interesting, for real. This book right here, I don't have a cover, just you know what I mean, the bareback. This is called Spirit Hacking by Shaman Derek, which so far is giving me an inkling into what some shamans think. I find this also to be interesting. You understand? I am open-minded, right? I am a reader. I love to learn. I'm not closed off about reading about the plight of others. You understand what I'm saying? I'm open-minded. I'm just not stuck on just one thing or just things that agree with what I believe. You understand? I'm interested in learning about various things, about various types of people and belief systems. You hear that, Pop? You hear me, Pop? Peace. All right. This is labels. Labels. I've asked this question before. Who are you? Do you know who you are? And it's alright if you don't. But I'm asking you, who are you? Let's get into that right after this. This current phase in human evolution, which I call the age of narcissism, has given way to a collective identity crisis that has massive chunks of the population pledging allegiance to labels like queer, black, cis, Jew, Capricorn, crippled, Puerto Rican, and what have you. People seem to think that these identity constructs are all different when in fact they're exactly the same. They are all a means of architecting a sense of self and worth and purpose based on labels the Matrix uses to divide and control us. Word. About that label thing. Right? About the label thing, yeah? How about we start with the label black? Let's start with the label black. You know what I'm saying? Not what it really means, you know what I'm saying? But more so about the label. I listed some black things, some, mind you, air quotes, some black things. Resilient. We're mad creative. Extremely intelligent. And we slick with them words. We can finagle our way in and out of some things. But not all of it is all that flashy and pretty. Then there's victimhood, N-word usage, play spades, play dominoes, drink some Hennessy, smoke some weed, play ball, basketball, football, whatever, rap, dance. Come on, Paige, just stop playing with me. No relationship with your pop. You start college but don't finish. Impoverished upbringing. Got a baby moms, baby daddy. Bad credit, emotional. We ain't emotional. Yeah, we are. Say something about Jesus or about Barack Obama. Call us a nigga. Emotional. Yeah. Weave, expensive sneaks that we know we can't really afford, and big ass rims on our cars, old school cars. I might be a little guilty of that. You understand? All right, now don't get me wrong. Not every black person falls in this list. You know what I'm saying? But for some of us, the shoe fits. I never liked Hennessy. I thought it was nasty. I never liked it. I never liked spades. Even though I know how to play, I learned how to play. I still didn't get the hype once I learned how to play. So I never liked it. I never liked that or dominoes. I play chess. You know what I'm saying? And look, that's a hell of a list, right? Everything I just named, that's a hell of a list and a hell of a box to live in. Because, okay, mention hiking or snowboarding, now you're trying to be white. You know what I'm saying? That's when people start asking questions. Where you from? Where you from, man? Yo, that nigga trying to be white. That nigga kind of whitewashed. Y'all heard it before. Stop fronting. You know? So with all those things considered, no wonder it's so hard to get out the fucking hood. No wonder. We get taught at birth, for the most part, we get taught at birth the things that define us, the labels that define us. You know what I'm saying? When in fact, that's just a small part of who we are. You know what I'm saying? The label thing is it's divisive because, again, move outside of the label or move outside of the box, and again, now you're trying to be white. Now, you know what I mean? Now you acting like you white. Now you whitewashed. Listen, I don't know why we do that to each other. But we ain't the only ones though. But I don't know why we do that to each other. People confuse identity constructs with the self and then misunderstand the construct of the self as though it is fixed or constant, as though I declare myself this one thing. And so I am always this one thing. And I will always be this one thing. And that is my identity. This is who I am. This is myself. That idea is a distortion. The idea of a static identity goes against the whole of life, which is always moving and is always in flow. I'm going on. Nothing is fixed or static in this reality, especially the self. It's why I always laugh when people try to define themselves by saying, I am the kind of person who, fill in the blank. As though the behavior that they are describing logically equates to an identity construct. It's crazy how illogical people are. When we define ourselves as the kind of person who wears, say, pink socks, then we limit ourselves from wearing different colored socks. Because according to our logic, as the type of person who wears pink socks, wearing purple socks would identify an entirely different kind of person. Now that's heavy. Again, I spoke about the snowboarding or going hiking. The minute somebody black says that that's something that they into, going hiking and snowboarding or skiing, stuff like that, all of a sudden now their identity is different, or at least we can consider it that. And again, like the book says, not that this book is law. You ever read something and it's like you read it and you've noticed that in your day-to-day practical life and you've seen it, experienced it, and felt that? That way the book, not that way, but that's how the book and or the author or books and or authors tend to resonate with the reader. If that makes any sense whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So breaking that down, right? I love being black. I love it. I couldn't imagine being anything other than that. But there's more to me than just that. Sure, I am a manifestation of all my experiences, good, bad, you know, all the things I'm passionate about, all the hurt that I've felt, all the love that I felt, all those things, and then splat, here I am right here having a human experience. Think about that, right? And some of y'all, if you've been watching any of my podcast, and you've heard me say that before. So I truly believe that. Here's the thing though. Just now, this very minute, I just realized we all are. We are all manifestations of our experiences. Good, bad, the hurt, the pain, the laughter, the joy, all of that. We are all that. Granted, a lot of people don't know it. A lot of people do not know it. You understand? A lot of people, again, see, boy, we're so connected, it's crazy. A lot of us are told who we are by one way or another, by either our parents, social media, TV is indirectly telling us things about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's everywhere. But if we are all manifestations of our experiences, good, bad, blah, 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 right? If we are all that, who am I specifically then? Outside of that, who am I? Or what? Am I just part of a collective of ever-flowing beings? Right? Not my experiences, not my occupation, not just a Pan-Africanist, right? For those of you who don't know, Pan-Africanism is an ideology, right? It is based on the belief that unity is vital to economic, social, and political progress and aims to unify and uplift people of African descent. The ideology asserts that the fate of all African peoples and countries are intertwined. Pretty much saying that if black folk throughout the whole diaspora, if we expect to get anywhere and achieve some sort of economic, social, and political progress, then our best bet is to unite and do it together. That's what that says to me. And y'all might be hearing some music, boom, from the other suites or whatever, right? And since I subscribe to the ideology of Pan-Africanism, that makes me a Pan-Africanist. You understand? That's super dope, right? That's dope, right? But I'm more than that. Yeah, it's dope, but I'm more than that. I am not just one thing. You understand what I'm saying? I am not just one thing. We are not just one thing. Contrary to popular belief nonsense, the self is not a fixed location on a map, or a static state that we can all point to with a label, or a box that we can just check off when we are applying for a passport. The self is an ever-evolving... Didn't I just say that? I haven't read this. I haven't gotten this far, but didn't I just say that? The self is an ever-evolving, unfolding, evolutionary process. The Hermetic axiom, know thyself, is not what people think it is, because there is no constant singular self. To know ourselves doesn't mean to attach ourselves to a fixed identity by declaring, I am this type of person or I am that type of person. It means to be aware of how one is evolving and developing in an ever-changing quantum reality that is constantly offering new data, new input, new experiences, and new reflections, which, as long as we are not stuck in any stubborn idea of who we are or who we are not, we can allow to shape us whoever we want. That's heavy. Man, tell me that's not heavy. If you still here, then I'm assuming that you feeling this right now, right? I'm gonna go a little further and then I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I just wanted to share this and have a nerd moment with y'all, right? All right. If we are to live free of labels and boxes and know ourselves authentically in evolution, then we must sharpen our awareness. Without the crutch of an identity construct and the formula and the rules that go along with it, the only way to actually know ourselves is to be aware of ourselves, to be present and open and loving and accepting, and to always turn our lens of observation toward ourselves. Awareness is a very important shamanic tool. When we focus our awareness on something, we observe what it is. That's it. We don't analyze it. We don't judge it. We don't try to make it better or different. We just observe. It is both very simple and very powerful, because when we observe what is, we are flooded with truth. When we observe something, we allow it to show itself to us, and we are doing that which everything in life wants us to do. We are connecting with it. Have you ever noticed what happens when you allow people to talk about themselves and you don't chime in with how you can relate to what they're saying? You're not thinking about yourself. You're just focusing your awareness on them. And have you noticed that how the more you listen and simply observe, the more they reveal? How they will tell you things they've never told any other being in their whole lives? And how they would tell you things they didn't even realize they thought or believed themselves. That's because you gave them your awareness. That's another heavy piece. And that right there, that right there is inspiring me. It's inspiring me to want to do a challenge, right? Much like I did a pod some time back and I talked about how I was on a challenge, like a 30-day challenge, to not criticize, complain, or critique. This sounds like a dope challenge right here, so that I could, so that I can combat being stuck in the box. I can combat being confined to a label. I can combat that by just simply being more aware of self, of myself. Just being more aware. That's a heavy piece right there. I'm fucking with that heavy. Won't y'all take it with me? The awareness challenge. Word up. Hold on, I'm gonna read a little bit more than we get out of here. Fuck. Alright. What makes a bobblehead is a lack of awareness. A bobblehead is checked out. Bobbleheads are so occupied with maintaining their online persona and keeping up with whatever's on trend or on fleek or whatever else their peer group is telling them matters. And they are oblivious to the discord threatening our world, as well as to what's really going on inside themselves. That's by design. This is why the system puts celebrity breakups on magazine covers and fluoride in the drinking water, both to perform the same function: to flood the brain with toxins and disconnect people from their awareness so that they are easier to control. And didn't I just say this? I just said this. The only way to combat this problem is to check back in. And that, my love, means getting aware. I think y'all get what I mean by now. I think y'all get it. So, the key to breaking off and detaching from the labels is by being more aware. Word up. Thank y'all for listening, man. Before I get out of here real quick, right? Again, name of this book is called Spirit Hacking by Shaman Durek. Pretty heavy book so far. I just wanted to share that, man. But real quick, and I'm out. Jada Pinkett Smith, she just released her autobiography called Worthy. She let it out, or she released it on October 17th. She's been doing different podcasts and what have you. She was on All the Smoke podcast and various other podcasts, talking a whole lot about Tupac. It ain't none of my business. It's none of any of our business. I, for one, am not really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And I know the book just said that's why they put relationships, celebrity couples, and all this in front of there. So before I start my challenge, I just want to say this right here. I think it's just really fucked up how Will Smith can go up on stage and smack a brother, which I do not condone. I still rock with Will Smith, but I don't condone what he did. I thought it was whack. I thought that if you felt some type of way about the joke, you could have easily afterwards pulled Chris Rock to the side and said, yo, man, I wasn't feeling the joke. I'd appreciate it if you could go over there and apologize to Jada, right? I don't think Chris Rock would have been against that, right? So, but in interviews, you hear Jada Pinkett Smith talking about how, well, I don't understand, when he went up there and smacked him and said, keep my wife's name out your mouth, we haven't called each other husband and wife in forever, so I don't even know where that came. Whoa, lady. It doesn't matter why he did it. The fact that he did it with the intention of protecting you, your image, protecting you. And I think to leave him out there, like, I don't know why he did that. We wouldn't call each other. The way you just left him out there on an island by himself was just whack. Who knows? Maybe behind the scenes, maybe the both of them decided to release it and come off like that just so it can create some buzz and make people go out and buy the book. Right? Now this book, right? made very little impact on the multiple bestseller lists. And that's cool the way they just explained that, but in layman's terms, it's a flop. It's a flop. I'm just gonna call it what it is. It's a flop. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Again, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for stopping by the Skill Suite. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share and all that good stuff, and comment on what you think about what you heard here today. You know what I'm saying? I'm the God Rashidi. This is Hoodies, man. Peace. Labels. Yeah.
Subscribe to this channel. Over and out.
It's the Skill Suite. You know what I mean? It's I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a vibe. You know, as soon as you walk in, you know there's the skill sign. And then everything from the sign to the pictures on the wall, you know what I mean, of prominent black figures. It's very intentional. You understand? From the shelves I put in, the candles, this photo right here, got my grandpop in it, you know, from the books, the merch, everything from the complimentary water, everything from my chair, even the color scheme, everything. Very intentional. It's meant to be a vibe. It's meant to provoke conversation. The best way I can really put it is that it's an experience. You already know. You know what it is. It's the Skill Suite. Word.